Mother Teresa showed the caring heart of a nun in the Roman Catholic Church. She spent her whole life helping poor and needy people all around the world. She went to Calcutta, India, and started the Missionaries of Charity, a special group that helped people who were really struggling. In 1979, she got the Nobel Peace Prize for her amazing work, and people saw her as a symbol of kindness and giving. In 2016, the Roman Catholic Church made her a saint and gave her the special name Saint Teresa. Mother Teresa was born in 1910 in a place called Skopje, which is the main city of a country called the Republic of Macedonia. We don't know much about her early life, but when she was young, she felt like she wanted to become a nun and help poor people. When she was 18 years old, she got permission to join a group of nuns in Ireland. After a few months of learning there with the Sisters of Loreto, she got permission to go to India. In 1931, she officially became a nun and chose the name Street. Teresa of Lisieux, who was a special saint for people who go to faraway places to help others. When she came to India, she started as a teacher. But the extreme poverty in Calcutta deeply affected her, and she decided to create a new group called the Missionaries of Charity. Their main goal was to take care of people who were ignored by others. Mother Teresa believed that helping others was a very important part of what Jesus Christ taught. She went through two really tough times while she was in Calcutta. The first one was during a big hunger crisis in 1943, and the second was when Hindus and Muslims had fights in 1946, before India was divided. In 1948, she left her convent and started living among the poorest people in Calcutta all the time. She chose to wear a white Indian dress with a blue border to show respect for the Indian culture. Mother Teresa and a small group of nuns struggled with very little money and food for many years. They often had to ask for help. But slowly, people in the local community and Indian politicians started to notice and like what she was doing to help the poorest. In 1952, she started a special place for people who were very sick and dying. This place let them pass away with respect and care. Mother Teresa spent a lot of time with these people. Some people didn't like that they didn't have many medicines or painkillers, but others felt that the place showed that someone cared, and that was important. Her good work reached all over the world. By 2013, there were 700 places helping in more than 130 countries. They did more than just help sick people, they also took care of children without families and people who were very sick and couldn't get better. Mother Teresa always respected everyone's beliefs and never tried to change their faith. In her care homes, people were given proper religious ceremonies based on what they believed. But she herself was very dedicated to her Catholic faith and had strong views on things like abortion, the death penalty, and divorce, even when others didn't agree. Her entire life was deeply influenced by her faith and religion, although there were times when she admitted she didn't always feel God's presence. The Missionaries of Charity have centers all over the world, even in developed countries, where they help homeless people and those suffering from AIDS. In 1965, Pope Paul VI officially declared the organization as an international religious family. In the 1960s, more people came to know about Mother Teresa because of Malcolm Muggeridge. He wrote a book and made a documentary called Something Beautiful for God, which showed the amazing life of Mother Teresa. In 1979, Mother Teresa received a big prize called the Nobel Peace Prize. She got it for her hard work to help poor and suffering people, which is also important for keeping peace. She didn't go to the fancy dinner they had, but she asked them to give the prize money, which was $192,000, to help the poor. In her later years, she visited rich and developed countries in the West. She talked about how even though these places had a lot of money and things, they sometimes lacked something important, a sense of inner peace and contentment. When someone asked her how to make peace in the world, she replied, "Just go back home and love your family." In the last 20 years of her life, Mother Teresa faced many health problems, but she didn't let anything stop her from helping the poor and needy. Even when she was sick, she kept traveling to different places where the Missionaries of Charity worked. In her last years, she met Princess Diana in New York. Strangely, they both passed away within a week of each other. After Mother Teresa died, the Vatican started the process to make her saint. In October 2003, Pope John Paul II officially recognized her as blessed. Then, in September 2015, she became a saint. Mother Teresa was like a real-life saint who showed the world a wonderful example and inspired everyone.